Distraction is not stealing your time. It is stealing your life while you sit there thinking you still have plenty left. Every day feels the same. You wake up with a vague plan, a vague pressure in your chest, a sense that something is slipping. You start the day by drifting. You wander into small, harmless things, tidying something that does not matter, checking something that does not matter, looking for something to ease the weight of starting. One small delay, then another, then an hour is gone. You tell yourself it is fine. You'll lock in later. You'll focus after you feel ready, after the right moment arrives. But the right moment never arrives. Your mind feels full, but your life stays empty. You consume noise all day, random videos, endless content, information you will never use, and still nothing changes. You sit down to work. 5 minutes in, you feel restless. You get up, you walk around, you make a drink, you adjust something, you find a reason to break the moment. Then you forget what you were even doing. You feel behind, not because you lack talent, because you cannot stay with one thing long enough to build anything real. You look at your life and it feels unfinished, like you are always preparing, always about to start, but never starting. At night, the regret is quiet. It does not scream, it just sits there. You think about what you could be, what you should be, what you said you would do. Then you sleep, and the cycle resets. This is what distraction does. It keeps you busy enough to feel occupied, but empty enough to feel ashamed. It gives you motion without progress, noise without meaning.
And the worst part is how normal it feels. You do not feel like you are wasting your life. You feel like you are just getting through the day. That is how it wins. The harsh truth is simple. You are not distracted. You are undisciplined. That is the real word. Distraction is not something that happens to you. It is something you allow. You are not a victim of the world. You are not trapped by your environment. You are not unlucky. You are choosing the easier thing again and again and again. People love to talk about motivation. They say they need to feel inspired. That is a lie. Motivation is a feeling. Feelings are unstable. A man who builds a strong life does not rely on feelings. He relies on standards. Talent is not the issue. Most men have enough talent. Luck is not the issue. Most men have enough opportunity. The issue is that you have trained your brain to escape. Every time something feels hard, you leave. Every time something feels boring, you leave. Every time something feels slow, you leave. You have built an identity around avoiding discomfort. That is why you cannot focus. Focus is not a gift. It is pain tolerance, the ability to stay. Most men cannot stay. They want results without the silence, progress without the boredom, success without the repetition. Life does not work that way. Distraction is not the problem. Avoidance is the problem. You are avoiding effort, avoiding stillness, avoiding the fact that your life is your responsibility. No one is coming to fix it. Your mind works in a simple way. It moves toward what feels good now, and away from what feels hard now. That is all. Your brain does not care about your future. It cares about comfort in the moment. That is why distraction is so powerful. It is instant relief, a small escape, a way to avoid pressure. Your brain learns fast. It learns that discomfort can be erased in seconds. Work feels heavy. Escaping feels light. Silence feels intense. Busy work feels easy. That is the trade. And every day you repeat it, you become weaker. Not because you are broken, because you are practicing weakness.
People think discipline is intense. They think it is aggression. Discipline is quiet. Discipline is simply not negotiating with your lower self. It is doing what you said you would do, even when you do not feel like it, especially when you do not feel like it. Your life is shaped by what you repeatedly do, not what you want, not what you think, not what you plan, what you do. Distraction is repetition, so is focus. You have been training distraction for years. Now you wonder why focus feels impossible. It is not impossible, it is unfamiliar. A focused life is not built through motivation. It is built through a system that removes choice, a system that makes distraction harder than discipline. Most men try to fight distraction inside their head. They lose, because your head is not where the battle is won. The battle is in your environment, your habits, your defaults. So here's the system, not advice, rules. Rule 1. Your day does not begin with consumption. No drifting, no wandering, no noise. The first hour belongs to you. If you begin your day letting the world enter your mind, you will never regain control. The first hour is for output. Write, work, plan, move, something that produces. If you cannot control your morning, you cannot control your life.
Rule 2. One task, one block. You do not multitask. You sit down with one clear target, small, specific. Then you stay until it is done or the timer ends. No switching, no checking, no wandering. Your brain must relearn depth. Depth is where power comes from. Shallow attention creates a shallow life. Rule 3. Distraction is not resisted, it is removed. You do not keep poison on your desk and call yourself strong for not drinking it. You remove it. Cut the triggers, clear the space, make focus the default. Your life is not a test of willpower, it is a design problem. Design a life where focus is normal. Rule 4. Boredom is training. When you feel the itch to escape, do not move. Stay. That moment is the gym. Your brain is screaming for easy relief. Do not feed it. Let boredom exist. Let silence exist. That is how you rebuild control. Most men panic in silence because silence forces them to face themselves. Rule 5. Your life needs repetition, not intensity. You do not need a perfect day. You need the same simple structure every day. Wake, work, train, eat, sleep. The same rhythm. Freedom is not doing whatever you want. Freedom is not being controlled by what you want. Rule 6. Your attention is your currency. Spend it like a serious man. If you give your attention to everything, you will build nothing. A focused man is not more talented, he is more selective. Rule 7. End your day with a shutdown. No endless drifting into the night. A clear stop. Review what you did. Set tomorrow's target. Then rest. A mind without closure stays noisy. A disciplined life is clean. This system is not complicated. That is the point. Your life does not need more hacks. It needs fewer escapes. Most men live like this. They wake up unfocused. They work unfocused. They relax unfocused. They sleep unfocused. Then they wonder why life feels blurry. A strong man lives differently. He decides what matters. Then he removes what does not. That is the difference. This is where the identity shift happens.
You are not a man who sometimes focuses. You are either a man who lives by control or a man who lives by impulse. Average men live by impulse. They do what feels easy. They follow cravings. They chase comfort. Disciplined men live by command. They do not ask what they want. They ask what is required. Comfort is not evil, but worshiping comfort makes you weak. Distraction is comfort worship. A strong identity is built through proof. Every time you stay with the task, you become someone else. Every time you escape, you reinforce the old version. Your life is not changed by one big decision. It is changed by 1,000 small refusals. Refusing to drift, refusing to delay, refusing to quit. That is strength. Not loud strength, silent strength. Now understand this. Distraction does not destroy your life in one moment. It destroys it in tiny pieces. 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there. A day lost, a week lost, a year lost. Then one day you look up and you are still the same. Same goals, same frustration, same potential. Older. Time does not feel expensive when you are young. That is why this is dangerous. You think you can fix it later. Later becomes never. The ending is quiet, not dramatic, just quiet. A man who never focused does not collapse, he just fades. He becomes the guy who could have been something, the guy with plans, the guy with ideas, the guy who was always about to start. Distraction is a slow death of the self. No one will announce it. No one will stop you. You will simply trade your life for comfort, one day at a time, and the world will not care. The final truth is simple. Your future is being decided by what you do with your attention today, and most men are giving theirs away for free.